Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Psychonauts, episode I think 20. I'm Vocab and I have some explaining to do. I'm going to let myself run around for a second and start the level. I'm sure I'm saying all sorts of great things originally, but I screwed up the audio recording, so this is a post-commentary. Alright, yeah, he's going to start the level, and I'll let the cutscenes do their thing and I'll shut up while it's doing that.
What is this? Are you working on an abstract piece? Nice use of color.
Right, so this is the final stage of the game. Like Black Velvetopia, I think it's called. And it's a loading. Once I get into the level, I'll start explaining to you everything. I think there's a little more cutscene.
That's an impressive house of cards you're building there.
And still, not high enough to reach the sky and free her from her prison.
Who is she?
I only know that she is beautiful, perfect, and sad. All day she cries rose petal tears, and I can do nothing to help her because my creation lacks something, and it will not stand against the bull.
What bull?
Odio. Somewhere along the way, I feel that I lost something important, but I do not know.
I think it's your queens. You want me to go look for them?
Bring me any cards you find. I must complete this tower.
Yes.
Alright, and that's the stuff, pretty much. I think there's a little more cutscene, but it's gonna have to load again, probably. Oh no, it's good. Really love the style of this level. Dog painters. The queens. And then we start the stage.
Oh my God, are you all right? Poor little guy. Little nick on the frame. Maybe I can cover that up with a price tag or something.
And then I'm gonna talk to this dog a whole bunch. I remember that.
Hey, have you seen any really big playing cards around
Whatever,
here?
you can read this
Now
up
that
when we
takes
start
me
talking
back.
before I fall asleep.
Poker night with the
So,
guys.
I
Man,
accidentally
miss
recorded
those
the
dogs.
last 6 or 7 episodes of this Let's Play with
So the
my
cards?
microphone audio
You know
not
where they
being
are?
recorded.
Oh, right. Well, I
So
do
I
know about
decided
these
to not be
4 lost
lazy.
queens, but that's all.
And I'm
Can't
going
do
to
much with 4
post-commentate.
queens, can you?
Post-commentate? I guess.
Those are exactly the cards I
over this.
need.
Forget about it. They're guarded by some pretty nasty characters. You're better
and apparently
off
that's all I
just
have to say
hanging
about
out
it
here,
now.
Turning your head.
We can
to
talk about
the
Black
easy
Velvet a little
people.
bit. I have a lot to say to this guy. And I can sort of give you things I found out
I think I hate
post-fan.
that bull a lot.
One thing I'll say is if you even take like one look at El
Even
Odio, you
more
can
as
see that
time
he has the
goes
exact
by.
same facial hair as
What do you mean trapped?
Edgar. That's his name. I just cheated and read it
Are
out of
you a
that.
prisoner of art just like Edgar?
I'm a prisoner of
So
that
it's not-
stupid bull.
the twist
I
isn't too
don't
hard to
wanna
get on the
gored,
stage,
so
and as we
I
go deeper
hide
into it,
out
they're
in
gonna
the
spill
alley
the beans
like a
even more.
low-down dog.
I honestly thought I would gripe about myself more and how I messed up the recording.
Yeah,
I'm
but
kind
I'm
of over
a
it now that I'm recording this
sheepdog, man. I
gigantic
should be up in the
ordeal.
highlands, take a brandy
Let me
around
move
my
my mouse around.
friggin'
Can I
neck,
stop recording?
seeing the world and finding more things to paint than this junk,
Yeah,
which is all for sale. But
I probably said that in the actual recording.
Hey,
we're trapped in here.
is that like a metaphor?
Oh, this was
or
only a commentary at
do
the
you mean
time.
that if
This
I
is an
take
issue
one
with a
these
lot of the levels in
paintings-
Psychonauts.
Take one of these paintings. If
Where you
buy
start,
one,
they've
they're
put
magic.
teleporter, which makes sense in a game design for a game design reason. So yeah, real quick, you can buy paintings for arrowheads. Notably, the alleyway is free, so that if you don't have any,
Enjoy
you
your
can
new
just,
art there.
you know, get out of the stage. But yeah, you hang the painting up, and it does stuff. Wow! I'm gonna leave the actual gameplay to the other guy who did it. Okay, so while I'm playing this, I never actually figured out what the rose paintings do. But I can tell you now that I know what they do. So if you hang them up on the wall, they will turn into a rose. And what we will see in the... Yeah, I'm just gathering up stuff, screwing around. But what we'll see is in the alleyways, there's these women in like windows. And if you give them a rose, they will let you into their room, and you can avoid El Odio. And it maybe there's figments in there, honestly. I don't know. And then you can actually go and buy another rose to do it all again. But you'll see, basically the way this stage works is El Odio is just constantly running down this way, and then you just kind of have to like zigzag through these little alleyways. You just don't get hit. Although I thought getting hit, the penalty would be, you know,
I need the
feel like that.
for this.
How she,
Excuse me, ma'am, but could I hide out in there with you? This bull is coming down the street.
Yeah, so if you had a rose, she would she'd let you in. And here I try invisibility, which actually does work. She does actually open the window, you just can't go in. But so that's what the roses do. I never use them in the LP. But I hope you've enjoyed the Let's Play so far. I hope this doesn't ruin it for you. I get to experience what you experience and watch myself be incompetent at the game without like being incompetent at the game at that point. I can expect, wow, look at how many tries it takes him to like get up on a ledge or something like that, which is probably what you do the entire time. We all get to be the critic from the, what's it called? Glorious stage. So, as far as where we're at in the LP, I mean, it's not really even a spoiler, especially if it's already all uploaded by now. So this is episode 20. I believe it ends on episode 26, so I gotta record 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I gotta record 7 commentaries. It's about 3 hours of stuff, I think. I believe this stage takes, I'm gonna guess 2? I think it's 2 for this. Let me think if it's 7. I think this stage takes 2. Oh yeah, we have our upgrade. No, we don't have the upgrade yet. I'm mixing up my upgrades. I think it's right after we beat this level, we get an upgrade where our shield hurts people when they hit it, and I will tell you already at this stage that would have been super useful because I abused the shield at this stage. I'll save it for 2 episodes I know are me going back and trying to find stuff videos, which I don't know if I really want to comment on those, but I'll probably record over them. I think I'm waiting for that one figment to come back, and I just missed it, and I remember that. I remember being very mad that I missed it. I'm gonna see if I miss it, and because I'm missing 8 figments on this level, I'll tell you that. By the end, I'm missing 8. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come back. There it is. Okay. Yeah, you can see like you could hide in there with the rose, and that'll save you from El Odio. I'm just looking to see where to go because I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. I think I go for it and I don't make it. I know I do. Oh, that's right. There's this weird area where you can like be in the way without being in the way. And don't worry, I figure out what to do here. I go somewhere else and figure it out, but I do figure it out. That ricochet thing just like turns the game on its side as far as like difficulty goes. I think it's. I know. Am I gonna go like try and jump it? I think I am. No, I think the bull only gets me once. Yeah, I try and hover over it. That's right. This is when I get got. Yeah. And it doesn't even take me far back. I think he literally just dumps you in like the nearest pocket you would go to. That's it. I don't think it takes you all the way back. I figured out, I think right here, that you're supposed to use telekinesis. Oh, I'm looking at all my stuff. You know, what do I need? What do I got? I'm saving for some reason, but I save a lot, I know that. Mainly because I'm afraid like the game will crash or something horrible will happen. And I guess the one thing is there might be like, let me see if I can like, my eyes lined up. I think I'm like 1 second. Start recording audio 1 second after I hit play. So I'm going to try and just not comment on things like exactly as they happen so that you don't have to be like, oh, he's talking about stuff before it actually happens. I know I figured it out in a minute. I'll talk about broader things so that way it's like I'm paying no attention. Do I figure it out? Yeah, there you go. Look at him go. That little fucking brain's working. It takes me a minute to notice the big yellow button. Because I'm like, where do I want me to throw this thing? Like, ah. But, yeah, I'm losing track of my thoughts very quickly. Very scatterbrained. But I mean, as far as this level, at this moment, I don't really have a lot to say about it. But no, that was what I was going to say. So as far as the rest of Let's Play goes, I think it's 2 or 3 episodes of this. Let me do the math. I think the final level took 2 episodes. 1 episode to scale the asylum, which was a long video. I think 2 episodes of running back. Yeah, and then 2 episodes of this. That adds up. So, yeah, this will be about an hour. And my plan is I'm going to turn the 2 running around, like, backtracking videos. I think maybe one of them's really short, but I don't think so. I think they were like 30 minutes. I think I'm going to turn one of them. Where am I going? I think I missed something. Oh, I'm going to go back and check that bag and see if it's the one I tagged. Oh, yeah, and there I was trying to use my shield and failed. So anyway, my plan is for the 2 run around backtrack videos. I'll use one to talk about all the levels as a whole, kind of a recap of the whole game. I'm basically gonna do like a what are my 10. Yeah, I was gonna grab the bag. My tip, like, okay, there's 10 levels. I'm gonna rank them from like favorite to least favorite, and I'll just rant about why I think that is. And I need to not do that here, so I'm gonna try and avoid that topic. And then the other one, I think I'm going to turn into a video where I talk about Psychonauts 2, because at this time I have not played it yet. I'm planning on playing it very soon. It's the next thing on my list after, well, no, not true. So at this time, this is, what is it? Today's September 21st. It is the 21st night of September. Quote the song by Earth, Wind & Fire. Those sound effects were very loud. That was odd. Sometimes the game light seems like exploding. But anyway, maybe it does that in all the videos and I just don't notice because I'm playing the game. But now I gotta talk about something to be a silent video. That was a stressful video. But anyway, that's not happened yet. So yeah, the other video, I guess so yeah is better than but yeah. Anyway, get that figment boy. Good boy. Okay, so this is one of the mechanics of the game. Or this stage, not the game, good god. Is to get the queens, you have to fight a wrestler. I actually had completely forgotten about this. I remembered the bull, and I remembered the, like, I remembered all the crap. Oh, what's happening here is this is something I haven't figured out yet. So it's something I'm gonna figure out, which is you can go ahead and beat those mini-bosses, and then those mini-bosses become like a teleportation point, and that's just further progress into the level. I was worried that it'd be like, once you're done with this part of the hallway, you go to a new hallway, and they're not connected. So this is like El Tigre.
Introducing, fresh from the Villa in Manila, Iowa.
Oh, Tiger. He's not even El Tigre.
Wake up, little man. Time to go nighty-night.
I am awake.
Good, because it is bedtime for you, Snake Size.
What are you talking about?
You will fight me for my card, yes?
Well, I am looking for some cards.
Then, small fry, I am afraid the Sandman is going to have to bend way over to reach you because you are so awfully itty-bitty. And then...
All right, I get it. Just shut up and let's go.
Then I will shut up, but only so I can enjoy the microscopic spectacle of your attempts to make me shut up.
Okay, so this is the wrestling match, and basically, I'm not really sure how any of them were supposed to work. I think it's supposed to be like for each one, you use a different ability, but I just like, you know, brick brain it and just use shield for all of them except the last one where you have to use something else. Yeah, I do mess this up. Yeah. So, as far as I know, what you're supposed to do there is, I don't know if I ever tried turning invisible. But that seems to work. It's just you shield, and then he bounces off of you, and you whoop his butt. But shield also works on all of them. So, I don't really know if it is supposed to be just you shield. Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that'll happen. It's about to happen. It's very important that it happens. Also, I find it funny. So they give you this like wrestler HP bar instead of your health. I'm pretty sure they did that because more than likely, yeah, here it is. Every single one of them does that to me, except for one, and I won't spoil which one, but I get pile driven every single time I fight one of these guys. Oh. Anyway. So, I'll go ahead and warn you that that's how I beat all of them. Every single one, I just like shield and punch, except the last one where you can't. I'm not complaining about that part of this level when we get to it, but suffice to say, I have issues with levels where, or games really, where you get like an ability on the last stage, and then you don't ever really do anything with it. Like, I don't know, I guess that's sort of an issue I have with games like this as a whole is, because I mean, even games I love have this problem. Like, I'm trying to think. Okay, Banjo-Kazooie doesn't really, because Banjo-Kazooie doesn't really look, but like Banjo-Tooie, you get all those, yeah, I was checking if that's a different screen. But Banjo-Tooie, there's all those different abilities you get, and like, a lot of them you use like once, twice. Like, they don't really have a lot of purpose, and they don't really do that much. Like, the big thing I'm thinking of is the, what are they called? They're called, like, the cuckoo eggs or something? The weird, like, Kazooie robot eggs that you get in, like, the last stage. You get them in Cloud Cuckoo Land. They get you, like, 3 Jiggies, but, like, it's such a... They get you the 3 Jiggies they were designed to get. And I guess you'd be like, well, that's any ability. They had to put in things for you to use to get the ability. But I just mean things where it's like, I'm just bubbling, running around getting all the figments, so that's what I'm doing. And I just, like, happen to run into the purse. But it is just something that bothers me. Like, think about this game. For the powers, realistically, the powers that matter in my brain are shoot, shield, jump. And then, like, to a lesser extent, telekinesis. They put in some stuff where you need pyrokinesis, but really that didn't have to happen. Oh, and here what's happening is, I thought in the cutscene where it showed this place that there was a cobweb in this area. So I'm trying to figure out where that cobweb was. I'm actually just mistaken, and there isn't one here. And I think in a few seconds I give up. It may be longer, which isn't bad to get the figment. Get the figment. I didn't see it. Oh no, I am trying to get it. I'm jumping too high. Good. But yeah, with a lot of games like this, that's just an issue. Like, so clairvoyance is like a joke after the void level, and even on the void level, it's pretty much a joke. Like, I guess you needed the crow to see if the door was open to know you'd opened it. I have no idea why you needed to use clairvoyance on the crow. Invisibility, well, I guess invisibility you get from your psi level, so I guess that makes sense that there's not a level based on it. And invisibility helps on the last level, but I don't know, that's for my future talk about what I expect out of Psychonauts 2, what I hope for and don't hope for. But he's still just screwing around looking for figments. No, okay, I figured it out. Go back onto the stage now, please. As far as Black Velvetopia itself, I do like this stage. I'm doing a lot of I think I commented on that in a different video. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I got very distracted. I was going to talk about my schedule for recording. Yeah, so it's the 21st night of September, and I'm going way too slow to make that. Yeah. So, 21st night of September, when I'm recording this, I'm only going to be able to do one today. I've got to run a Dungeons and Dragons thing because I'm a uber nerd. So I got to run that in about 20 minutes. So pretty much as soon as this is done, I'm going to slap this audio onto this video, see how loud it is, and then, you know, try and do my magic and make this uploadable. And if I can't believe that worked. Holy crap. But if it works, then I will go ahead and do it for the rest. If I can't get it to work, then I might just upload this one, and then, well, if this sucks, then I probably want to load it all, make an apology video. Whoops, I screwed it up. But hopefully you're hearing this, and so you'll go, good job, Hawk. You didn't absolutely screw up everything. You're only like 90% idiot instead of a full-blown 100. But, so on my list is, this is done. I want to record some Dread X collection for October because it's the spooky month. But the only thing that stinks, and I don't think I'm going to do a post commentary for this one game. I did some more Dread X Collection 2. I recorded about an hour of it, but I lost, or didn't lose. I never had my recording end of it. So we got another dog here. So he's just gonna talk to it, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I saw another dog selling art up the street. Are you guys
Oh, this is
chain?
My compadres. When we were young art dogs, we
But
would run wild.
I am gonna record the rest of the Dread X Collection 2, excluding what I already beat
Why don't you guys
and
just
didn't have audio for.
Hello,
So I will probably talk about it when I record more Dread X Collection. But there's two games I played that have no recording for me, and I don't. One of them I don't want to play again, and then the other one just wouldn't be as good, and I really can't do a post commentary on it. So those I'm just gonna let die.
Who can do
I
it?
speak of
But Psychonauts, it's already like 19 episodes in. Like I can't just like let the crux of the series be dead.
Why won't they?
So I'm going to play Dread X Collection 2. I'm going to play the rest of the games on that. Hopefully upload them. And then I have Dread X Collection 3. So then I'll hopefully move on from 2 to 3, and I'll record some of that for October.
Come on.
That's going to have to happen soon because October's coming.
But maybe if you
And once that's done, then I will get to work on Psychonauts 2 because the way I see it, this should have been uploaded throughout like all of October. So I have a month to record it from now, basically.
Nothing. Now then, you will of course want something
So
else. Try to handle
hopefully
it only by the edges.
you are going to see Psychonauts 2 in November, which
Okay.
is great. But we'll see.
Here's how I
I might screw up, I might be busy. The end of the year always gets crazy for me. Like once Halloween hits, to me the year's just over because my whole December's Christmas parties every weekend, can't do anything. Spending all my money on Christmas gifts, which I already need to start buying.
He seduced the
I gotta spread the wealth a little bit. I can't just buy all my Christmas gifts in December like some people do. I run out of money.
Treacherous pair, and since then our cell.
One second, I just get a message from the landlord.
Whoa.
Yes, that's what we need around here. Some paintings.
It's fine. They're working on my door.
Gotta go.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. I felt like I was being looted.
I don't know why I start doing that. My mouth is so dry, I'm just constantly looking for any little bit of moisture. But, so that's my plan for the uploading schedule. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't make a update video to tell you about it. This is the dragon. And these little kamikaze guys. Ready to go. Yeah. So here I use the rose painting. And it gives you a rose. I think one of them just blew up on me while I was in that cutscene, so it didn't hit me. And then I look at it and I go, what the hell do you do with this rose? I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll make another one. I think that one guy gets hit by the boulder in this cutscene.
No.
Maybe there was a different one. I think you could hear it. I think you could hear him getting mowed down. So you put on the guitar and it's the big old glitter and then there's strings to go upstairs. And knowing me, I go up there. Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, look at me go. I actually do the wrestling match. The dragon.
Introducing, fresh from an astonishing victory at the Killings and Billings, Dragon!
I said it in the original commentary, and I'll say it again. This stuff always makes me that cartoon, Lucha Lucha. Oh, and fun thing to point out is the weird fact that their costumes have like off-level nipples.
What's that smell?
That smells like
Fear, boy.
fear, boy.
Yeah, no, I mean that fart smell.
That's fear.
No, I'm talking about an actual smell. It's like if stink bombs laid eggs and then those went bad.
That's sulfur. It's part of the
I
dragon.
also just noticed his head is not connected to his body when he stands straight up. He doesn't have a neck. So you can see me going with the classic strategy of shield. So I believe what you were supposed to do there is jump and hover until the move is done. But for some reason they made it so shield works. He gets me once, yeah, here I just like run away. And so he gets me because if you're on the ground at all, so I think the announcer might like shout if the fight takes over, like he's gonna never, like he'd have to be some sort of flying demon if he didn't want to get hit by that move. Something like that. But I just hold shield. The game carries me. I also like the way where if you put your shield up, like the fighting animations like breaks. I know he says it once in this.
Unless that kid can fly, he'll never beat the dragon.
There we go. There's my pile driver by this guy. There we go. That was probably off time because I'm like a second or two
Soon they'll be
separated from
dragging
you.
your ass out of here. Hey, are you
It's a
late?
solid
Did you
joke.
hear that?
Rasputin's got the jokes. But with that, we have 2 out of our 4 queens, and you can hand these off to Edgar one at a time. I just don't. There's no real bonus if you do. It just you'll see when we beat the stages. It just plays all 4 cutscenes in a row instead, and they're all like 2 cents. Like I have a queen for you. Put it on the pile. Like that's it. It does it 4 times.
Man, I can still smell that.
Oh, the thing I was gonna say, I got distracted, was how you have the wrestling bar for your HP, or maybe I already said it. I just have amnesia, well, not amnesia, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. But the thing I was gonna say is in the wrestling matches, you have that like health stamina bar that matches their stamina bar, and I'm pretty sure the reason they did that is because you might just have so much HP at that point that like there's no like saving you. Where they may have been afraid that you wouldn't have enough HP and you were just like hopeless. But I think the stamina bar is very generous. I don't think any of them are that close to losing, but that's because I had shield, which I stand by as overpowered. They're nowhere near all the figments, but that's because there's a ton of them in a different spot. Yeah, the shield upgrade at rank 80 is going to make our shield do damage to people when they hit us. I see there's stuff that way. I'm just wandering around looking for figments. You know, that's par for me. Get that dog. Gotta get the figments. I think at the end of the game, I rank, what was it, like 90 something? 96, I think is where I get. So we did pretty good. And I'll talk, yeah, and we can hit that ladder so that in the future we don't have to like do what we did. We can just climb onto this from over there. I'm gonna have to space these out or I'm gonna lose my voice doing these post commentaries, which is weird. Probably because I'm talking more than when I'm normally playing the game. I don't know, you can attest to that. You might be like, yeah, you never talk at all while you're playing, where you're like, no, when you're playing you also don't shut the hell up. Which is, you know, it is what it is. But what I was gonna say was, what the hell was I gonna say? We get every upgrade that actually enhances our abilities. The only thing we don't get is for getting 100% of the, if you get everything, you get the max level, I think it's actually 101. That's what the achievement leads me to believe. You get an extra cutscene right before the final boss, which is just like a little joke cutscene, which is honestly all it needs to be. I screwed that up. This is also one of those recordings where I think I didn't actually notice what the timer was at, which probably means it's gonna like very abruptly stop. Oh, I'm trying to get the figment. Yeah, you can't jump. I'll get you anyway. But I did get the Figment, and so I'm probably like, that was so worth it. Who knows if I've ever seen that Figment again. And then I realized, oh my god, you don't jump into that donkey. So I go back for it. Because it was so worth it. Every Figment is sacred. But I should look into if the Figments are in those women's windows, because the Figments I miss on this stage, I don't know if I ever find them. But go on, Raz, you can do it. I don't think he can hit you while you're doing that. I'm not sure, but there I got stuck too long, so I don't want to go for it. And there I'm on the bad end again. So yeah, I finally get to the point where I'm like actually looping, and then I go for it. And then that was actually an accident. I didn't even notice that was there. So I fell in the sewers, which is where a ton of our kids are going to be. And I start kicking all around. So you know how it is. You know how it be. You know what's up. We're completely busted with the ricocheting thing. It's so crazy how the combat goes from like really hard at first to like a complete cakewalk.
I'm starting to feel like I'm back in high school, which is weird because I'm only 10.
And it's also, that's another thing about this stage. I'm not talking about what it is. The twist, if you can call it that. I feel like it's done in the worst way because basically everything you can figure out before the game thinks you're gonna figure it out. Because, like, you know, spoiler alert, the moral of this story basically is that Edgar never got over his like high school crush, and he's just blown it up into this big thing in his head. Which, I mean, you know, there are real people who do that, so it's not like that's a crazy thing to say. It's just, and you'll see with this memory vault, it's like they spell it out as loudly as they can. Edgar's lament. He loves Lana. They go to prom together. He's a very weirdly shaped man. She cheers, he wrestles. And you can see the other wrestlers. He's even doing bull ears. Meanwhile, the cheerleader's on the cheerleading team. But she's not impressed by his beef. She wants some chicken. So he loses a match because he sees them making out. And that is Edgar's lament. And, you know, it's not like saying it doesn't count. And, you know, I'm sure there are people who are like haunted by something like that. But I mean, you'll see at the end of this stage, Raz just tells Edgar that, you know, get over it. And he does. Like, that's it. I mean, it's comical how it's blown up and then it's nothing. But I'm going to give it like, when there's like 10 seconds left, I'll go ahead and sign out so that I don't go too long. We open that gate up, and so at this point, I think I'm about to look and see what time it is. It's sitting here, just like dead stop. Yep, I figured out how long it's been. So I'm going to cover this episode. I'm going to call this a post-commentary. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.